We are Texas Engineering World Health, a nonprofit organization that works on medical devices for the developing world. Your contributions this year will help us develop 7 projects that aim to make healthcare more accessible for those in low to middle income countries.
Every year, natural disasters and the lack of emergency response plans severely affect approximately 2.6 billion people. Both search and rescue and the transportation of medical goods to these areas are difficult for a multitude of reasons, such as harsh terrain, high delivery costs, and a lack of manpower. With our search and rescue drone project, we plan on creating a drone that moves autonomously to find both an individual and provide the necessary medical supplies and help needed.
Children who die within the first 28 days of birth suffer from conditions and diseases associated with lack of quality care at or immediately after birth and in the first days of life. Our low-cost transportable incubator project aims to make a product that is independent of consistent power supply and that makes transporting preterm babies easier.
So much of water contamination in developing nations is due to bacterial contamination and waterborne pathogens, traditional pathogens, and MDR pathogens. Many infections brew due to infectious diseases from unsanitary conditions, so on-site water treatment is crucial. While not much work has been done in water equipment sterilization, we hope to change that by creating a low-cost water filtration device that can be used in developing countries.
Infectious diseases represent 46% of diseases globally and 25% of all disease deaths. The gold standard for pathogen detection often requires extensive laboratory resources that are not available to the developing world. The goal of this project is to develop a low-cost pathogen detection technique similar to how an at-home COVID test works for diseases such as malaria and tuberculosis that are highly prevalent in the developing world.
So for this project, we're tackling congenital heart surgery. Over 40,000 congenital heart operations are performed annually, and those procedures have a complication rate of 84.1% and a post-operative death rate of 12.1%. So with this project, we hope to develop a simple but effective low-cost surgical skill measurement device that provides real-time feedback to the surgeon to be used in a developing nation setting.
EEG remains one of the most common ways to diagnose neurological disorders. However, there are still 2 problems with this approach. First, the electrodes dry up, which prevents long-term recording. Also, analyzing the data is very difficult. For our project, we aim to make improvements in the material design and computational methods to make EEG more accessible and available to developing nations.
Point-of-care ultrasounds are used for the diagnosis of various illnesses, and because of their portable nature, they increase the accessibility of ultrasound. However, they do require a lot of training. But with this project, we hope to leverage skills and techniques like machine learning to make ultrasound and point-of-care ultrasounds more accessible in the developing world where personnel and resources are limited.
Your donations will help us purchase needed materials for our projects, as well as help fund submissions to national design competitions. At the end of the day, you will be helping us provide for the healthcare needs of the developing world.
Thank you.